Okay, I am live and I want to check that I am. And I'm sorry again, my camera didn't work. So let me just make sure I am live and it's always something, right? Whew. Um, Let me see. Can someone let me know if I am live or not? I'm trying to figure this out. Um, okay, seems like I am live. So I had to. Okay. I had to close the other live and start a new one. So hopefully, Andy, if you notice that I am on a different live schedule, I'm so sorry. Something wrong with my tablet, I guess. And when I tried to use this camera, it didn't work for me. So anyway, I am here and I'm so excited. And I hope that Andy and everybody else, my listeners, will figure out that I'm still here and just um different live. So anyway, how you guys doing? Let me make sure I have everything ready for you. I It's been a great week so far. Um Week 33 for my pregnancy and me and baby doing great, and I'm so happy and excited, and it's right around the corner to meet baby. And tomorrow we have another ultrasound, so I'm gonna see her again, and I'm so excited. And happy New Year for those who did celebrate the real New Year. Spring, it is the real New Year, the one that you guys celebrating on December 31st. This is for corporate government stuff. So wow, we're on March 20th, and it's 3 months since the beginning of the year, and time fly times fly, and I hope you guys working on your goals, or maybe you did accomplish one goal already, or you're still trying to figure out some stuff, and that's okay because it's never too late. It's never too late to accomplish whatever it is that you want, whatever that you need and desire. And I hope there is something that really motivates you to jump out of bed in the morning and make it happen. Like for me, I'm figuring out so many things lately that it literally drives me to do even more. That's why I want to talk to you today about feeling stress. And I'm gonna share with you questions. I think it's only 5 questions to ask yourself when you feel stress, or something didn't work out the way you wanted to work out, and then all of a sudden you're facing a challenge, and you're trying to figure out. But those questions, and I have them on my notes too on my phone. I have this app, Let's Go app, that I have everything there, because lives happen, things happen, right? It's not like I mean, everything looks great and everything is great, but all of a sudden something can happen, and it's not like I'm trying to tell you like prepare yourself, but you want to learn how to deal with that and not just let it go and not deal with that, because once you deal with that, you're going to become stronger. You're going to become stronger once you know how to overcome those challenges, instead of like, oh, everything is going to be okay, but your subconscious mind still messing and still talking to you and still giving you all the thoughts and all those ideas. And so those questions in the past week, I think, really helped me. Not that I'm stressed, but I am pregnant. It's my first pregnancy. I don't know what to expect. I know I'm going to be a great mom. I know that, I have no doubt. But at the same time, there's something that I'm about to experience that I never experienced before. And that make me think a lot lately, and it might affect some of my body as well. That's why I'm sharing those with you, because again, your spirit are more powerful than your physical body. So what is it you telling to yourself? It's so important, and how you think, and how you operate, and how you do things. Okay, because it's not stress, it's not what everything around you, it's actually what's happening inside your mind. And yes, being a mom, have being a labor in a labor room, like, it's a human being gonna come out of my body. Like, I've never experienced that before. So it's just like, wow, I need to get on the excitement part, but at the same time, there are things that I cannot control. And as much as I imagine everything, it's great. That's why I wanted this with you, because that might help you with every situation that you are right now, whatever challenges that you're facing. And I hear people saying all the time, I'm stressed, I'm stressed. Stress will not lead us to anything. It won't. It won't lead us to anything. And I just want to, okay, I'm still good. When we stress, we're gonna be more stressed. And when we more stress, we're not gonna solve our problems. So it's not even a win-win situation, if it makes sense. So you want to write it down, you want to listen to it later, it's up to you. But those are very powerful questions to ask yourself to overcome stress. And once you answer those questions, you'll realize that, well, you can do it by yourself. People stress, they're going to get some pills and medicine and all over the place. No, I'm telling you, you can do it by yourself. I know you can. I trust God within you that you can do it. So the first question I would like for you to ask yourself: what am I actually in control of? What are you control of? We cannot control everything. We can only control what's inside of us, in our minds especially, because there are things that we cannot control. So what are you control what am I actually or in control of? This is the first question I would like for you to ask yourself. And I know when you're going to ask yourself that question, you're going to sit like that, and you're going to start looking around, because it's going to make you think. And that's the whole point, that I want you to start think about it. Instead of focusing what it's not in your hand, bring it back to what you can do now. We can't control everything. We cannot control how people act, but you can control how you can react to them. You cannot control what other people think. You can control what you think. Those questions will lead you to a better state, less stress, whatever challenge you're facing right now. So next time you feel overwhelmed, stop and ask yourself, is this is something I can actually change, or I'm just stressing over it? Hey Andy, I was hoping you're gonna pump up here, because I was trying to figure out my tablet. I think something wrong with that. But thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you find that alive. Thank you so much. And congratulations to you, whatever you shared yesterday. I actually want to ask you something, and I'm going to ask you private. I'm going to text you maybe after the show tomorrow. Hopefully, you can help me with that because, yeah, we'll talk. So, I'm talking about questions to ask yourself to overcome stress. Okay. Question number one: what I'm actually of control of? Things that we cannot control outside of us, only what's going on within ourselves. Okay. Question number two: what story am I telling myself about this? Any situation that you are right now, what story are you telling yourself in your mind about that situation? This question will make you think. And if you're very honest with yourself and you when you write those questions down and when you ask yourself those questions and you write them down, your answers, you're going to realize that you keep telling yourself stories that didn't even happen yet. Maybe they won't even happen. But that those stories, your physical body, it's getting into a place that it's like it's very stressed. Like you can feel your heartbeat, you can feel you might have a little headache, like you can feel like you're in a stress mode. You're getting stressed, like you know what's being stressed it's all about. So what if something go wrong? What if I'm not gonna make it? What if I'm not gonna get the interview? What if I cannot have this money available for me? What if she say no to me? Like whatever case you are right now that makes you stress, the first thing that come into your mind is like, what if that's gonna happen? You ever have you ever thought about just flip the script and says maybe this is going to be a good one? Maybe I'm going to receive money, maybe she'll say yes to me, maybe I'm going to get this interview and I'm going to get this new job tomorrow. What story what story are you telling yourself about this situation? Now, when something like that happened at the first time, of course it might take a while to ask yourself those questions, but the more you facing this challenge, those questions are going to come to you natural. Like you're going to remember those questions. Those stories make us stress. It's even getting worse. You are the author of your own life. You can flip the script. You can change the story any given time. But when you're in the stress situation, the first thing that came to your mind is the worst case scenario ever. If you haven't watched my video, How I Healed Myself with My Mind, go back to my channel and see how I removed the fibroids that they found in my ultrasound. Like instead of getting being stressed and all that fear, I said I'm not gonna let that take over me. No, I know I can heal it. Not because I'm a healer, it's because everybody can do it. You have power inside of you. God gave you that power. But people, from some reason, think that they need permission from someone outside of them to use that power. Your spiritual is more powerful than your physical body. So I just want you to think about, instead of assuming something worse might happen, ask yourself, what is this actually happened for me, not to me? Everything happened for you, not to you. And it's a big difference between those two words. If you really dig into it, very like realize that happened for me, not to me. So what I can learn from it, and what I can do, what does it come to teach me? You see, if you stress all the time, that means that the lesson will come back to you again and again and again in a different time. But once you pass that lesson, meaning know how to overcome stress or any challenge that you're facing right now, that means that what does it tell you? That you passed the lesson, and that lesson won't come back to you again. But you have to pass it one time. How many times you told yourself, what now? What did I did? Why it's come back to me again? And you start talking to God and you start asking him questions. And he's and you, why me? Why me again? But I did good, but I blessed this one and I donate that money. But why happen again? How many times you ask yourself that question? You want to pass the lesson. You want to make sure that this lesson won't come back to you again. So I'm giving you some tools that hopefully will help you overcome stress. I see stress everywhere around me. Not me and Steve, but people are stressed all the time over some things that you'd be like, what? You stress about that? I mean, I'm not judging, but at the same time, I'm looking at it in a different perspective and I'm trying to put myself in their shoes. You know better. You have power, but you're listening to so many voices around you and you're not listening to yourself. But you're going to church on Sunday, you figure you're going to find some answers. You have the answers in front of you. Yeah. Question number 3 is, if someone of your friend or someone of your family member come to you, would you tell a friend they are, what would you tell a friend if they were in my shoes? So the question is, what would I tell a friend if they were in my shoes? What would you tell them? Same situation. What would you tell them? Yeah, you're right. Your life is a mess. Stay stressed. You tell them some there is some like pills over the counter you can take and you'll be okay. Like instead of dealing with that, you're trying to reject that, and when you reject that, it's getting even worse. So if a friend comes to you with a situation like that, what would you tell them? Good friend. You can flip it around. Whatever advice you give a friend, it seems like we always want to help a friend. We always want to make sure they're good. We always check in on them. Why don't you give yourself that the same advice? When the last time you actually check in with yourself? Lately, I'm checking in with myself almost every day. Almost. How you doing? Yeah, and I'm talking to myself. How was your day? Did you talk negative today to yourself? Did you have any negative thoughts? What story you told yourself? You told yourself today. Usually, I do it at the end of the day. Because when a friend call me, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna give them advices. I'm gonna guide them. I'm gonna make sure they happy and give them whatever they need. Can you do it for yourself? Can you give the same advice you're giving a friend to yourself? We're always good for other people. What about us? Just think about it. Question number 4. What's one small thing I can do right now? Let's focus on the now. When we feel like we have too much on our plate, we get in the freeze mode because it's too much. We can't handle that. That leads to stress. Now, not only that, it's not a win-win situation because nothing will get done. You will never get anything done because of you. It's just too much for you. And instead of thinking about the whole problem, ask yourself, what is this one thing I can do right now to make it easier? That's why when the sun is out, I have more energy than ever. I have energy most of the time. But when the sun is out, this is the energy we receive from the universe. And I am asking myself what I can do right now, that will make it easy for me. And I have my notebook and I start writing things down or on my phone. If I'm going to the store to pick up some stuff and all of a sudden like I'm taking notes on my phone one step at a time. This is the now. The now it's important, not what's going to happen in the next hour or two or tomorrow. We can control it. We can manifest, yes. We can dream, yes. We can. But it's also how you react to situation. But if you feel like you have too much on your plate, too much, just stop for a second and ask yourself, what is that I can do now? And take a deep breath at the same time. Nobody's rushing you. You're rushing yourself. You're rushing yourself. You need to learn how to, and I'm not saying be procrastinated about it, but take one step at a time, because if you're not productive and you're not finish your task, your project, whatever that you do, nothing will be done. So take a deep breath, step away for a second. If you're at work, if you work from home, step out of your office, go outside, take a deep breath, look at nature. I always look at my squirrels in the backyard. They make me so happy. And I come back. Every time I step outside, some ideas come to me, answers comes to me. Have you ever asked for answers before from God within you? Because that's the truth. Are you ready for the truth? How to overcome that stress? What do I need to do to be in a better place, in a better position? What can I do? I promise you, all your answers, it's within yourself. Focus on the now. That will help you. The last question is, what can I be grateful for right now? You see, again, what happened with gratitude is when people facing a challenge, any type of stress, they start doing gratitude. Write them down, say them out loud, go to church, go whatever, and everything great after a week, or maybe a day or two, everything is great. But then what happened? They stop. They stop appreciate everything that they have around them, and because they overcome that challenge, they overcome that stress, they got what they want. Gratitude, it's free. Number one. Number two, if you appreciate everything that you have every single day, Also during the day, you keep yourself in a positive mode, which mean that your energy and everything that you manifest will go out to the universe and come back to you. So I'm asking you, practice gratitude right now, even if everything is a 1,000% great in your life. Don't wait for something to happen and start talking to God. Don't wait for something to happen to do your gratitude or your affirmation. You should keep doing it every single day, because you cannot be grateful and stressed at the same time. You can't. It doesn't work like that. You want to be grateful all the time. And when you're grateful over time, guess what? It can help you overcome stress within minutes, because you start focusing on what you have instead of what you don't have. And you know what? Just try it. If you, and I hope you don't, coming into a stress situation, take a deep breath, pause, and start see what you have in your life and appreciate every little thing, the little thing that you have in your life. If it doesn't bring a smile on your face, if it doesn't makes you happy, you want to go even deeper. So those are just 5 questions to ask yourself to overcome stress. And the very general question, they might help you. Question number 1 was, what am I actually in control of? Question number 2 was, what story am I telling myself about this stress? When I see stress coming or fear for something that I'm not prepared, I literally talk to that fear and stress. I say, hey, you're not welcome in my life. You need to get out. You need to leave. I have better things to do. Just like that. And I imagine, like in a cloud, dark cloud, I see the word fear inside of a cloud, and I see the word stress inside of a cloud, and I see them outside of my body, right? I see them going outside of my body, and they disappear in the sky. It's all about imagination. And they just like, go, I don't need you. It's a very simple technique, but it always helps, because we are facing challenges every single day. So number 2 was, what story am I telling myself about this? Question number 3 was, what would I tell a friend if they were in my shoes? Remember that. Flip it around. Whatever advice you give to a friend, give it to yourself. You can actually imagine you in sitting in front of you. When you close your eyes, this is a very great technique. Okay? You close your eyes and you imagine another you sitting in front of you, and you're talking to that person. This one I can promise you, once you start doing that, you release everything inside of you that is no longer serve you. You're talking to yourself. You imagine yourself sitting in front of you, and give that advice to a friend. Give it to yourself. Question number 4, what was one small thing I can do right now? If you find yourself has too much on your plate, you're trying to figure out so many things, what you can do, one thing that you can do right now, and move on to the second and third. And if you cannot do it in a day or two, that's okay. That's okay. Take it one step at a time. Take a deep breath. Step away for a minute. Okay. Question number 5 was, What can I be grateful for right now? I'm grateful that I tried to go live and it didn't work. That's okay. I had a plan B, and I'm grateful for that. It's not the best camera, but I appreciate this camera, right? I appreciate the lighting that I have. I appreciate everything that I have because I have option. And yeah, I want better equipment and I'll get better equipment. And I know I like it so much, but I appreciate everything that I have here. And if I show you what's going on around me, man, it's a mess. But I'm here every Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, sharing with you what I'm learning, sharing with you my journey, my experience, my knowledge. And I appreciate everything that I have. I'm using a computer from 2016. It works amazing, and I appreciate it, and I love it so much. And I have this amazing camera that I still need to look at the camera you sent me, Andy. I saved it on Amazon, and I need to let Steve take a look at it because he's the technician guy. He's the tech person. I could have been mad. I'm like, oh, I need to go live, and I don't have this, and I don't have that, and no, I have everything that I need. And if I couldn't work out with my computer, I will work out with my phone. I will find a solution. But the first time that it didn't work, yeah, I'm like, oh my God, it's 6 p.m. I need to go live. People is waiting. Now I'm like, okay, hold on a second. You have an option, another option. Slow down, take a deep breath. It's gonna work. It's gonna find. Okay, so you're not gonna have a thumbnail. So you're not gonna have a description. You can add that later. And this is something that I had to learn. And I learned, and I'm gonna pass the lesson. It's like you planning to take a trip somewhere, and you have this roadmap, and everything looks great, but all of a sudden the GPS tell you you cannot go through this route. You have to go around. What are you gonna do? You're gonna be mad. You're gonna be like, oh, it's 2 hours now. I have to go all the way. No, you'll be like, okay, it is what it is. You're not going to turn all the way back home and say, I'm not going to this vacation, I'm staying home. No, you're going to make it happen. You're always going to find solutions. You're always going to find solution. And this is a advice for me, from my heart. Stop digging on the problems and start finding solutions. And the more you dig into the problems, the more you even talk about your problems, you're going to attract more problems into your life. If someone asks you how you feel, say, I'm great. I'm amazing. Thank you for asking. How are you? You want to share. I know you want to share your problems. I know you want to share what's going on with you. But guess what? You shared with one person and then you shared with the other five. And each of one of them give you different answers. Maybe someone, not answers, but like feedback. And some of them won't even give you, would just listen to you. But you just talk with 5, 6 people about the same problem. Why don't you find a solution? Because you put all the energy out there. What are you going to receive back? More problems, more negativity. And then you'll be like, okay, what's going on in here? Find solutions. Be a solution, a problem solver. Find solution for yourself. So stress, it isn't about what's going on around you. It's how you handle that. How you handle it. How you handle stress. How you handle it. You think you know how to handle it? Ask yourself. And if you don't, go over those questions again, write them down, write the answers, and maybe more questions will come up to you. And maybe, you know what, share them in the comments. I would love to hear. Because I've said it many, many times, and I'm gonna keep saying it. The way you talk to yourself, the way you shift your focus, this is how it's going to play for you. The story you tell yourself, your thoughts, your mind, everything. Okay? So the next time you feel overwhelming, ask yourself those questions and see how different it makes you feel. And remember, lives happen for you, not to you. Okay? So I think that's it for today. Um, I did want to share with you that my journal finally approved on Amazon, KDP. It's called Dream Big and Believe in Yourself, a daily journal to boost your mood. And in the back, you have a quote that says, write your way to greatness and unlock the power within you with this journal. Now, I did put it on Amazon that it's 11 years old and up, but this, I got one for myself. This is the inside. You have every day. Can you see? Every day you have a quote and you can write stuff down, your dreams, your thoughts, maybe the questions that you want to ask yourself about certain things. And the link, you're talking about the link, Andy, for the journal? Yeah, I just got it today. I got it today. I was so excited. I'm like, yay, before my show. Um, yeah, you know what? Give me a second. I'm gonna share with you. I still need to upload a video of the journal. And I think thank you so much. And how it looks from inside, um, Amazon said it is take about, I think about 10 days to help them upload everything. So, but I'm gonna share with you the link. Just one second. This is the link. Okay, let me see. That should be it. So yeah, I put it 11 years old and 18 and up, but this is for everyone, literally. And I'm about to publish my second journal. Hopefully it's going to be ready within the next week because the inside it's already done. I'm working on the cover with Steve. This is credit to Steve because he helped me with the cover and all the flowers and the butterflies and the color and everything that I want to do. But yeah, I'm so excited. And so yeah, stress not gonna get you anywhere. Stress will bring you more stress, and you find yourself digging into a hole that you're trying to get out, and it's gonna be hard for you. So before you, when you see it coming, and when I say you see it coming, it's when you know yourself, you know the situation. Try to pause for a second. Try to ask yourself those questions again, and you remember that you are more powerful than you think. You have power within you. God gave you those powers. You don't need to ask permission from no one, okay, from no one to use it. And go back to my page and look at the last video I upload, how I healed with my mind. The doctor finds something, but I removed it myself with my mind. With my mind. This is how powerful we are. Okay? So that's it. I'm go get something to eat, and hopefully that was helpful for you to with those questions. And I am week 33, so I'm 50 days away from having baby, and I'm excited and I'm happy, and I'm happy for you. And again, whatever happened in these 3 months of the beginning of the year, it does not mean that you cannot still achieve your goals and dreams. Life changing information. Thank you so much, Andy. Thank you so much. I'm going to text you after the show, ask you something about what you shared yesterday, if it's that okay. And thank you so much. Go check him out as well. Andy Circle Ministry. I love your channel. I love the sounds effect. You make me laugh so much. And talking more about Bibles and verse from the Bible and how it all connects, he's the expert of it. So Andy Circle Ministry and Circle with K, go check him out. He has a show every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. And also go check out his link in bio because he has a university. Go check out his TikTok account because he go live on TikTok. And yeah, hope Apple will listen to the recording. I know Steve will listen to the recording. And those who listen to the recording and not here with us today, thank you so much. Thank you for listening, taking the time. I appreciate you. Like, share, subscribe, and share with someone that might needs to hear it around you that always stress and doesn't know how to handle stuff. And those questions will help you, make you think, make you get the power inside of you out. Okay, so I will see you next week. I'm planning to be here next week. In the meantime, have a great night, good afternoon, good evening, whatever you are. And thank you again for being here. I love you, and I will see you next week. Have a great night.